Okay, now it's time for the conditional or the if statements. Okay, now it is as simple as that. The syntax is like this: you put the if, and then you put either brackets or without brackets, but I prefer with brackets actually. And then here you put the condition, and the condition, if it is true, then it will print. So yeah, let's put explicit value, which is the true. This will be run the if body, which is this one. So let's print yes, it is true. And here we can use something called else. So if it is else, yeah, let's print this time. Let's print no, it is false. Okay. So by the way, this will print yes, by the way, because the condition here is true. So let's have a look here. Let's clear the screen, and yeah, you can see yes, it is true, which means that it worked correctly because the condition is true. All right, now it's time to have some variables, some things actually worked or used in real world, not just a simple statement. So let's put var1 equal 10, and here inside it I will put the if var1 less than or greater than or equal. You can use this equal or not equal. Okay, you can use this, but for now let's use less than 20, or less than 5. So is 10 less than 5? No, false. It will print no, it is false. So let's check this out. No, it is false. Okay, now actually we can put boolean variables here. So var2, let's put this time false. Okay, or let's put it as a true, so it will show us a different value or different output. And here you can just put the name of the variable. This is the first one. So the name of the variable will do the job, because if the var2 true, if it is var2 is true, so which means the output of the condition here is true, which means it will print here. Or you can put or use the equal operator. So equal, and if it is equal to a true, so this time it will print yeah, because it is true. So it will print yes, it is true. But by the way, if you put the var2, which is the true, equal to false, now is var2 equal to false? No. So this time it will print no, it is false. Okay. All right. Now it's up to you how you write your programs, why you to use the condition, when to use it, what condition you can actually put subtraction, addition, divided by 2 modules. Actually depends on what your use case. Now this is the first syntax, which is if else. Okay, now actually what if I want to put inside the else, which is something called the nested if else here. Now actually there is something called indentation. You can see that here the if here start from here, as you can see, and we put the colon here, and here is an indentation, which means, as you can see, 4 spaces, which means that this print statement is inside the if body, and the else the same thing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and here I can put print or whatever I want here. This means that this print function or this statement is inside the else body. Okay, but because actually if I put it like this, so let's put anything, no, anything. If I removed the indentation, and this is what called inside the Python, like this will give us an error. So if I type here, yeah, you can see expected unintended block, which means that you forgot something. So you can put this. Actually, if I type 2 spaces, so let's see, yeah, actually it works. You can see that if I type 2 spaces, it will work. But actually, it's better to use 4 spaces because it will be more elegant and modern way to write your code. Now, one last thing. So inside the else here, I can put another if, and this is what I want to talk about. So if I type if, another if, and put whatever I want, then inside it print whatever, and for that else So you can see statement here, and inside you can see put else as well, and put whatever you want, and then you can print whatever you want. Okay, so actually, so here another example. Here you can see this is outside of the else, but if I put it here like this, now that actually this is inside the else, and this is inside this if, and this is outside the if else here. Okay, yeah, I think it is simple, because if you are using Visual Studio, you can see that it is highlighted. We have line this here, which means all of that is the name. All of that, you can see that all of that is for the else, and here all of that is for if, and so on. Okay, now the last thing I want to say about or talk about, which is the elif. Okay, now this is another thing, which is combination of else and if. So elif. Okay, so elif, put the condition you want, and the same thing with indentation and so on. Okay, but yeah, don't forget to put indentation here like this, which means that this is inside the elif body. Okay, and of course you need to remove the else here like this. So yeah, everything is expected. So you put the first condition, okay, then you used the second condition, then you used a third condition or fourth condition. Okay, so you need to have more filtering, so you can use the nested if else. All right, now actually this is just a simple overview or brief about if else and the conditional operators. Okay, now don't worry about that, we will use that in practice when times come to when we start writing our own tools, and actually in a very practical way. So for now, just keep in your mind what is the syntax, how to write, what are the statement, how they work. And we learned that we have if, we have else, we have if else, we have if, elif, the nested if, I mean, and else, whatever. Okay, so, and we learned that we have indentation. So this is to distinguish between which statement for which instructor or which instruction. So this is for the elif, this is for the if, or if this is for the else, and so on. Okay, thanks for watching.